Hello and welcome to another episode of Ask Jameen. I'm Nikki Willis and
I'm Jameen. Willis.
Yes. And we are the Willis Team. And today's question is, can I really get what I want in this market? We're going to find out. Here we go. So, babe, we've been getting calls from buyers who, let's face it, they're frustrated and they're asking the question, well, can I really get what I want in this market? So can you help kind of iron things out and answer that question for us?
Sure. So can you get what you want in this market? Absolutely not. No, just kidding. So can you get what you want in this market? I think before we answer that question, you have to ask yourself another question. Can you get what you need in this market? So it is possible to get what you need and what you want, even in this market.
Okay.
I know it's a lot of competition out there. We have low inventory, but what's the famous saying? Quitters never win. So the minute that you give up, or the minute that you think it's impossible to buy a house or to get what you want, opportunity will pop up. People are still buying houses. We're still closing on transactions.
Yes.
We just have to be creative. You have to be patient, and you have to know what you need and know what you want, so that you can move quickly.
Yeah.
Make a decision. So it is possible to get what you want, but we need to first determine what you absolutely need and what you want in a house.
Okay, so let's talk about some needs then. I know needs and wants will be different for everybody, right? Your needs and wants might be different from someone else's, but let's talk about some of the top needs that people usually look for when buying a home.
Yeah, so needs we're talking about. You absolutely need 3+ bedrooms.
Okay, so bedroom
counts.
Okay.
Location. So if you need to be in a certain school district, that's an absolute need. Mm-hmm. Now, location can also be a want, because you can want to be on a particular street and in the school district. And right now with competition, do you absolutely need to be on this particular street, or do you just need to be in this particular school district, or this distance from your job or your business or your school or your church or whatever is important to you? So needs is bedrooms, location, and then last but not least, price.
Yes.
So you need to stay within a certain price range.
Yeah. Well, I think the reason why frustration hits a little bit is because, this market, as competitive as it is, it's still just now setting in for everybody. That, things that are being listed are, you're getting offers well above list price, and you're in competition with so many people, not just those who are financing, but those who are also cash buyers. Mm-hmm. So that frustration really hits when you say, well, I want my dream home, but right now you really got to prioritize what your needs versus your wants are. So we've got those needs. We've got, location, bedrooms, and then price. Let's name a couple of wants that kind of could put things in perspective.
Well, one of the most popular things right now is people say they absolutely have to have X amount of square footage. Mm-hmm. If you have 3 bedrooms and it's 200 square feet less than what you say you absolutely need to have, the fact of the matter is you really need 3 bedrooms. You don't need X amount of square footage. So some wants is you would like to have 2,000 plus square feet, but 1,500 will suffice. It will be okay. Yeah. Those are wants.
Yeah. But also what's a good point is you don't want to box yourself in. Like you said, I just want 2,000 square feet. Sometimes that layout can be a little tricky, right?
Yeah,
So when you are looking for a home, consider, give yourself a good range on that square footage, because like that 1,500 square foot house could seem a lot bigger just by the way it's laid out, right? Or just by the way that, that you design, your interior design is. So give yourself a range on that. So don't box yourself in. Okay, keep going.
And like we tell people all the time when we counsel buyers, houses look so much smaller empty. So a lot of times you're looking at a vacant house with no furniture, and it's like, oh, I won't be able to fit my stuff in here. But if you've seen it furnished, or you've seen it with the current owner's stuff in there, you'd be like, oh yeah, this is pretty spacious, and I don't need as much square feet or square footage as you think that you might have needed.
So true. And a tip for you sellers out there: stage your home. Okay, it'll sell much faster and higher. Okay, go ahead.
Another thing that you may want to consider is the nice to have but not need to have. You absolutely need a pool and a hot tub, or are you okay with just a pool?
Yeah. Or do you need a pool at all?
Or do you actually swim? Or do you actually know how to swim?
Right.
No. So some of the features, like you absolutely can't have carpet on the first floor. That's something that you can change, especially in this market. You have to be willing to be flexible, because if it has a square footage or in the location that you need, later on you can switch the flooring, that's something that you want to consider, especially in this market. It's nice to have, but not absolutely necessary for you to have.
That's so good.
Also, another thing that you want to be flexible on in this market is, I know, is condition. If you have to go in there and change the paint or change the flooring or change the carpet
or lighting fixtures,
or upgrade lighting fixtures, those aren't things that are going to cost you, 6 figures to go in and update. So those are things that you want to be flexible over. Like people say, oh, well, I have to have move-in condition. I don't have to do anything. In this market, you may be waiting a very long time to buy a house if you don't want to do anything at all. And that's not even in this market. That's pretty much in any market. You want to kind of be flexible, because those are things that you can change. Now, if you don't like the layout, you don't like the floor plan, those are things that you can't change.
Right.
But paint can be changed. Flooring can be changed. Lighting can be changed.
That's right.
So focus on the things that can't be changed.
Right. Like the layout. Right? Okay. So those are some just quick ideas to help you prioritize your needs versus your wants. And if you are looking right now to purchase a home and maybe you don't quite know what it is that you're looking for, we can help you kind of scale it down and really narrow it down on your journey. So you can visit us at thewillisteamlv.com or send us an email at thewillisteamlv@gmail.com. We would love to help you. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.